Hello everyone, I am Varkha from WinsurTech in Webinar. Today in this video, I will tell you about the AL32DB coverage gap analysis. If you would like to compare coverages on several policies with those of others and identify coverage gaps, this solution will help you achieve this on a mass level as well as for a specific policy. We offer API endpoints to use this solution. The solution I am going to describe is a part of WinsurTech's AL32DB solution that stores AL3 data into a database and keeps the database updated with the latest download transactions on a daily basis. To learn more about AL32DB, send an email to us. Let's start with the coverage gap analysis. To begin with, open the Postman application. We need to import the AL3 data retriever collection in the Postman. You get this collection as a part of AL32DB solution. After importing the collection in the Postman, we need to go to the login endpoint and click on the body tab. Then we need to fill in the username and password. After that, let's hit the send button. The output has been generated. In the output, the access token has been generated. You need to copy the access token and paste it into the AL3 data retriever collection. Paste the access token here. The token has been pasted. This access token will be automatically used by the rest of the endpoints. For the coverage gap analysis, let's move on to the endpoint. Get coverage gap analysis by line of business. This endpoint is used to analyze the coverage gaps of multiple policies at the same time for a specific line of business. While specifying the line of business is mandatory, you can specify filters on a combination of additional parameters like state code, policy status, effective date, etc. These parameters are optional to specify, so you can decide the filters you need. To start, you need to click on this endpoint. Now you need to click on the body tab. You can enter the appropriate LOB code here to analyze belonging to a particular line of business. For the demo purpose, here I am filling in autopay. On the right side, you will find the description of the parameter for help. The next parameter is analyze for coverage state code, which allows you to further fine-tune your policy selection for analysis by specifying a state code. If you want to compare policies from a specific state only, you can use this parameter. So for now, I am writing the value of the state. So I will be analyzing autopay policies from California for coverage gaps based on this criteria. Moving on to the next parameter, which is analyze for policy status. Here you need to specify the status of the policy you want to examine. Valid values are active, inactive and future active. By default, this parameter value is set to active. Now I will move on to the next two parameters. We have analyze for effective date from and effective date to. Here specify the date range for the policies to be analyzed. Again, these parameters are optional. Let me specify the effective date from. Similarly, we have analyzed for carrier NAIC code parameter, where you can specify the NAIC code of the carrier is you want to look into the policies of a specific carrier only. Let me write the NAIC code. Now, these parameters we covered so far were to specify which policies are to be analyzed, and the next set of parameters I am going to cover are to specify against which policies we want to compare the coverages. The first parameter in this set is match against coverage state code, where you need to enter the state code to compare your policies against policies from this state. You can use the same state or a different one. For this demo, we will use the same state code, California. We have other parameter to further refine the set of policies against which the policies to be analyzed should be compared, like match against effective date from, match against effective date to, and match against carrier NAIC code. By specifying values in these parameters, we can narrow the set of policies against which the policies to be analyzed should be compared for coverage gaps. Let me fill the values here. Finally, we have page number and records per page parameters, which are related to the output display. Since there can be a large number of policies that can have coverage gaps depending on the filters entered by you, the page and records per page parameters can be specified to control the pagination for accessing the output. The records per page parameter allows you to specify if you want 100 policy records or 200 or any other number. By default, this number is 10, and with page number parameter, you can jump to any page to fetch data from that page. So you can control pagination with these parameters. Now you need to hit the send button. The output has been generated. So the output has been generated in the JSON format. So in this policy, you will see these coverages are missing. Like you can find the optional bodily injury is missing, life multi-policy discount is missing, city tax is missing, excess medical payments is missing, lease loan gap is missing, extra risk rating is missing. Similarly, you can see the other policies and find these coverages are missing. So these are the coverage gaps in your policies, and these coverages are available in other policies that are being compared. In the last, you can see the total number of records. Let's move on to the next one. So our next endpoint is coverage gap analysis by policy. This endpoint allows you to analyze coverage gaps for a particular policy based on other policies. So it is similar to the previous endpoint I explained, except that it works for a specific policy instead of many policies in parallel. Here, as you can see, you need to enter the policy ID of the policy to be compared. You get the policy ID from AL32DB endpoints. For example, from get downloaded policy transactions endpoint. The match against parameter set is the same as I explained earlier. So I am entering the some test data here. Now hit the send button. The output has been generated. So in the output you will see These are the coverages which are missing in your policy, like you will find optional bodily injury, life multi-policy discount, city tax, excess medical payments, lease loan gap, extra risk rating. So this is how it works for a single policy. I hope this video was useful. I will be back soon with another video for more advanced cases. For any assistance regarding AL3, Accord Forms, Accord XML or any PNC insurance project, feel free to contact us at contact@winsurtech.com.